Those string concepts are there in 4th unit, but every unit, everywhere we are using the strings. So let us go in detail about the string concepts. So what is a string first? In Python, string is a data type. So the definition of string says that it is a sequence. It is a sequence which is a collection of one or more characters. So what can be a character? The character can be a letter, it can be a digit, it can be any special character or a white space, everything treated to be a character. On your keyboard, many characters are there. Have you seen the keyboard? So many characters are available. It can be a letter, digit, white space, or any special symbol. All are treated to be a character. So a string is nothing but a collection of characters. So Python treats strings as continuous set of characters. So you can write down a string in Python using single quote or double quote or even triple quote. And to work with the strings, Python has a built-in string class named str. str is a method, and if you will create a string object, then it belongs to the string class. Okay, this much thing you know, right? So write down the definition of string first. What is a string? String is a sequence data type made up of one or more individual characters. Write fast, Sairam. 35. Write down. What is the definition of string? (31) roll number followed by name I told to write. 65, 51, Divya, Bhanu Prakash Reddy. Have you written the definition of a string? Completed? What is a string? Okay. Now, how to create a string? How to create a string? You can use single quote, double quote, or triple quotes also. See here one example. Suppose I want to create a string, name is equal to India. Within double quotes, I have written a string. Okay. Similarly, graduate is equal to, within single quote, I have written a single character. Whether I write a single character or a set of characters, N is a single character here. India is a sequence of characters or a set of characters. But in Python, it is treated to be a string only. Okay. In C language, those who have studied C language, N is known to be a single character and India is known to be a string. But in Python, whether it is single character or a set of character, everything is a string only. They don't use the word character. They use the word only string. Okay. Now I'm printing that string over here. Similarly, can you see over here? Already name is equal to India. Name is a string object which contains the value India. Now what I am doing over here, country is equal to name. So country is a variable where I am assigning the value of one string to another. Okay. So country is also automatically string type object. So country is equal to name means name is already a string type object. You are just copying the value of one string to another. Okay. And you are creating a new string object. Right. And can you see over here? I am creating the fourth type of object, nationality. Nationality, I could have written simply in single or double quotes Indian, like the way I have written. Okay. These ways I could have written. But if you want to use the built-in string method, you can also write str. str is a method. Within bracket, within single or double quotes, you can write down a string. So this will also create a string using str method. Okay. By default, you can simply use single or double quotes to create a string. But if you want to use str method to create a string also, you can create it. Hope this is clear. This is using double quotes, one example. This is using single quotes. This is copying one string from one variable to another variable. This is using the str method. Please write down all these examples. All these examples. Bhavesri, Maniteja, Divya, switch on your videos. Harsavardhan, K. Harsavardhan, Madhuri. Okay, completed writing. Okay, this is called creating a string. You already know. Next is called indexing. As you know, strings are sequences. So individual characters of the strings can be accessed using indexing mechanism. So indexing mechanism, for that you are using the subscription operator, that is within square brackets. You are writing the index number to access a particular character in that index. So by default, the first character is at index number 0, the last character is at index number n minus 1, if n is the number of characters in the string. This thing you know already, just I wrote what is indexing. Now, can you see over here? I want to do string traversal using indexing. So India is a string. Okay, message is equal to India, and I have taken a variable, index variable, which starts with 0. Now, using a for loop, for I in message, print message with index number. So if at index number 0, which character is there? At index number 1, which character is there? It is going to display me. Okay. So hope it is clear. So can you see, this is just a simple string traversal using indexing mechanism. So at message 0, we have I, 1, n, and like this. So write it down. This is a simple string traversal using indexing method. Okay, completed writing. How to do string traversal using indexing? Yes. Now, if you will go out of index, will it show an error or not? If you will go for out of index. So in Python, you are going to get, it will raise error. Okay. Now, next we will go for. Now, have you completed? Yes, no, please respond. Yes, that's it. Completed?
Yes, ma'am, completed.
Next, we will go for, whenever you are writing the indexing, suppose S is a string. Now, I have taken I is equal to 2. So, normally I can print S of I. So, where I, the index should be an integer always. The index should be an integer. But if I want to write an expression like this, I into 3, that means 2 into 3, 6. That means at 6th index, which character is there, that should be printed. So if you want to give an expression also that will be evaluated to an integer, then S of 6 will be, that is the character which is there at S of 6 that will be displayed. But instead of giving an integer, if I am giving S of O, then I should get error. Okay. So you should understand that the indexing, that I must be an integer. Okay. Let us check here. You can see here S of I is equal to 2. So at the second index, we have the character L. Here, I is equal to 2 into 3, which is 6. Again, it is an integer. So, which is the character, that is E. But if I am giving, without an integer, if I am giving any other character, I am getting the error. What is that error? It is called a type error. So, what it says, that string indices must be integers. It must be integers. Okay, note down this. Okay, completed. Next. Shall I go for next? Say yes or no. Kashyap? Is it over?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, we will go for how to do concatenation, appending, and multiplying strings. All the three concepts. So, suppose S1 is a string. So, if you want to check, S1 is a string object. If you want to check what is the identification number, you can check over here. Now, similarly, S2 is another string object. So, if I am doing concatenation, I can use plus operator. For sequences, you can use concatenation always. So, string is a sequence. So, if I'll print, can you see over here, I have written S1 is equal to S1 plus S2. That means this S1 and this S1, are they same variables or different variables? Harika? Are they same variables? S1 is equal to S1 plus S2, I did. This S1 and this S1, is it same variable or different variable?
Different.
Bhavyasri? This S1, these two S1 are same variables or different variables?
Different.
Different. Why? Because strings are immutable. Strings are immutable. So how will you know that this S1 and this S1 is different? By using the identification number. That's why I'm using the ID function to show you that. Can you see over here? What is the identification number of S1 object? This number. Okay. For S2, this is the identification number. After adding these two strings, I could have given S3 is equal to S1 plus S2. That is common. S3 is a different object. But if you are writing the same name also, names may be same, but their identification numbers are different. So you can see here, S1 plus S2 I did. So hello plus Python is concatenated or combined. This new string is stored into another variable. That name is S1, but its identification number is different. Can you observe over here? This is the first S1's identification number. This is the after concatenation, this is the new S1's identification number. These two numbers are entirely different. It says that the Python objects are immutable. Once a string is created, it cannot be modified. If I'm giving the same name also, it stores in a different identification numbers. So don't go by the variable names, but check its identification numbers. This also indicates that strings are immutable. Hope it is clear how to concatenate or combine two strings. You can see here two strings are combined using plus operator. That is called concatenation operator. and two strings are combined and the output you are getting is hello Python. Hope it is clear. Next we will go for how to append one string to another. Suppose I'm writing S1 is a string called hello and I'm reading a name. Enter your hello Mr. So-and-so I want to write. Okay. So how will I concatenate? Using plus operator. So S is equal to S plus name. I'm doing here S is equal to S plus name. S is a string object. Name is also a string object. Two string objects I am adding using plus operator. Okay. This is called concatenation. To that, again, I am adding one more string, welcome to Python programming. And I am finally printing the S. So how? Let me run and show you. Suppose I am writing, hello, Mr. Arnab. Okay. So how it is printing? See here, S plus name I did. Original S is hello plus name. So hello, Mr. Arnab has come. Now again to that new S, I am adding one more string I am combining. So this is hello, Mr. Arnab, followed by welcome to Python programming. Hope it is clear. Hope it is clear how to concatenate strings. Yes or no? No response at all.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Have you written the code? First code have you written? Checking the IDs. Have you written this code?
No, ma'am.
Right. Completed writing, then go for this example. This is also concatenation of strings. Now, can you tell me original S is containing hello, S is a string object. Then I am doing S is equal to S plus name, right? So both the S names are same, but their IDs will be different. Again to that S, I am doing S plus name. Now this S, and this S. If you check the identification numbers, all the three are three different string objects. Is this thing understood? Though we are concatenating to the same object name. When you write high level language, same names you are writing. But internally, strings cannot be modified. It is immutable. That is the reason new identification numbers are created for the same name. So originally for hello, identification number will be different. When you added hello plus name, then the new number will be generated. When you added again one more string, welcome to Python programming, another identification number will be generated. If you want, you can check it by writing ID of S. Okay. So if you want to check also, you can write print ID of this S. And after adding concatenation, you can add here. And after this also, you can check. So can you see here? First, hello. This is the string S. Its identification number is this one. After concatenation of name, then this identification number is different. After concatenation of welcome to Python programming, this identification number is different. So variable name is same. S is the same variable name, but same variable names internally it gives different identification number because strings are immutable. It cannot be modified. Hope it is clear. Is this thing clear, Medha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next we will go for.
Yes, ma'am.
So the topic is concatenation, appending, and multiplying. So in the second example, you have seen appending one string to another. Okay. This operation is also known as appending one string to other. This is called directly writing plus symbol like this is also known as concatenation. Okay. Now here, next we will go for repetition. You know this repetition is star operator. So if you want to repeat any string multiple times, you can use this star operator. So here, star operator is used for repetition. Okay. Next we will go for, is this thing completed? Completed, ma'am? Roll number 20.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next we will go for the uses of str function. Str function is used to convert the values of other data type into string type. Okay. Now suppose I have taken S1 is a string. S1 is a string. The string is suppose Python and version is an integer. So what is version? It is an integer. Now what I am trying to do concatenation? Here I am trying to do add with one string. I am adding with one integer. Will it give error or will it add? Will it give me the output Python 3? Python plus 3 I am doing, right? Will it give me Python 3?
No, ma'am. Error we will get.
Error you will get. Why?
We want to call integer plus string. We called
So, the
addition.
integer 3 cannot be added like this. What is the type of error you are getting? This type error. Because strings can be concatenated only with strings, not with integers. Okay. Concatenation operator plus operator can be added with two strings. But one string and one integer you cannot concatenate. Okay. So that's the reason second time I wrote again. So what I did here, I have used str function to combine the string into the integer into a, so here integer into a string. Integer is converted into string and then it is added. Okay. So let me put this into command line. So if you run this, you will get Python 3. So string with string only you have to combine. Not string with integer or string with float, it cannot do. So for conversion of an integer to string or float to string, you can use str method. Is it understood? Make it fast. Okay, next we will go for the concept is called raw string. Now, what is a raw string? A raw string is a literal which is prefixed by a symbol or character called R, which prints the string as it is. Okay, it is not processed in any way. Whatever, suppose for example, you can see here in the first print statement what I wrote, slash n is called new line character, twice I wrote. So how it will print? How it will print my output? First Python, then in the second line, see, one slash n is there. Slash n is called an escape sequence. Backslash n is what? It is an escape sequence used for or used as new line character. Right? Now, whenever you write slash n, can you observe in our output, white space is there. White space is there in the sense one new line is left. Then Python has come. Again slash n I wrote, that means the word programming has come again in a new line. So this is a new line character. Okay. So whenever you write print, the string is not printed as it is. String is what? Python programming. This is the string. But whenever you write an escape sequence, processing is going on. So what is the use of backslash n? It is a new line character. So it processes and two new lines it leaves. Initially one empty line and then Python and programming is coming in a new line. So some kind of processing is going on for the escape sequences. But again, you see the second example. What is the second example? Python will be first printed. Then I have given one tab space. This is called slash t is one tab space. Okay. So it will leave one tab space. According to my system, if one tab is 4 spaces, then it will leave 4 spaces. If it is, you have set your tab spaces 8 spaces, it will leave 8 spaces between Python and programming. So if I'll show you the output, can you see here Python and programming, there are 4 spaces here in my system. You can change your settings also, one tab space. Okay, if you want to make it 8 spaces, 10 spaces, 20 spaces, you can change it. Right. Now, instead of, if I do not want, I want that the string should be printed in its raw form without doing any processing of this string. Like here, slash t is processed. Slash t is coming in the output? No. Slash n is coming in the output? No. Because it is processed, its meaning is understood by the interpreter and it is doing the work. Here it is leaving new line, here it is giving tab space. But if you will put a R, it is a character R for this string. String is nothing but whatever you have written in single quote from here to here, this is called your string. Before if you will write a R, it means it is a raw string. It will not do any kind of processing. Meer string ni ela rasaru, alage output vachestundi. Okay, that means slash n, slash t, a processing em jaragadu. Okay, can you see over here? Can you see over here? It is called a raw string. But whenever you didn't write R, this is a process string. Processing of slash n, slash t, escape sequences has happened. Then the output has come. But when you write a R, then this is called a raw string. No processing will happen. It will print the string as it is, whatever is given in single quote or double quote. Hope it is clear what is a raw string. Is it clear? Please write down this. What is a raw string? Make it fast. Harshavardhan, Kameshwari, Asvita, which are your videos? Divya, Janavi, Arvind, Kausal. Out of 65, only 52 students are there. 54 is there. Switched off videos mean they are not there in the other end. Okay, completed this. What is a raw string? So you have to write a character R before the strings. String will start as usual within single or double quotes. Before that only you have to write a character R to make it raw string. Okay, over. Next we will go for Unicode literals in Python. What do you mean by Unicode. Okay, Python, Java, these are purely high level languages, and Unicode is nothing but universal character set. Sometimes back I told you what is ASCII character set. ASCII characters set is a 7-bit code set which has 256 characters. Like every language has a character set, like Telugu language has a character set or Hindi has a character set. Like that, every language will have every programming language will also have a character set. Now we discuss about ASCII character set, where it is a 7-bit code it uses, and there are 0 to 255, total 256 characters are there. Then those many characters, okay, half can ఎక్కువ character మీ keyboard లో appear. Okay, capital letters, capital alphabets, small alphabets, then your special characters, digits, many characters are there in your keyboard. But the problem with this ASCII character set is it is enough for representing or supporting the English language. Okay, but if you want to do programming in other languages, any other languages other than English, normally other than English, many your regional languages have the character set bigger than the English character set. Yes or no? Your Telugu has around 56 or 58 characters are there, I guess. And so if the program supports your other, if you're programming, if you want to do with other languages, then this is not enough. So they have defined another type of set, character set, that is called universal character set, which uses 8-bit code. ASCII uses how many bit code? ASCII uses 7-bit code, whereas Unicode uses 8-bit code. It was there, it was started with Java also. Now Python also supports Unicode. Okay, that means, do you remember last time I talked about a table for ASCII character set which starts with 0 to 255 characters. At 65 you have capital A, at 66 we have capital B, at 48 we have character 0, 97 character A, small a. Do you remember that table? That table contains only 255 characters. దానిలో కొన్ని character sets నేను చెప్పాను ASCII values, like 65 to 90 is for capital A to Z. Small a to Z I told it is from 97 to 122. Similarly for digits also I told. Okay, please turn back your pages and see what is ASCII character set. But that character set is not enough to support all the languages, all the regional languages. So for that reason, they have developed one more character set, which is 8-bit code. That is called universal character set, Unicode in short, which provides a huge table to support the different symbols, emojis, everything that is available in this Unicode table. And they started with 8 bits first, and they called it as UTF-8. Okay, Unicode formatting 8. With 8 bits, they have given a huge table. But nowadays, the day by day, the number of characters are more. Now, in your mobile, you are using many emojis, right? Many emojis you are using. If you want to print those emojis also in your program, then it has to be Unicode. So nowadays, from UTF-8 to they have started with UTF-16 also. So which uses 16 characters to represent one particular emoji or one particular symbol. So what is this Unicode formatting? It uses an algorithm internally which turns the characters what you want to print into Unicode bytes. Okay, machine cannot understand an emoji. Machine cannot understand one picture. Okay, what you want to display as an emoji in your output. So machine converts that emoji into bytes. Okay, it may be 8 bits or 16 bits. If you are using UTF-8, then it uses 8 bits to represent one emoji. If you are using UTF-16, then it uses 16 bits to represent one emoji or a special symbol. Okay, and it is a huge table which supports all the characters which are available. In future, this may also increase. Okay, now let us see through programming that Python supports UTF-8 or 16 at present. How will you check? So Python by default is using, at present, it is using the UTF-8 format. ఓకే, ఒక్కొక్క క్యారెక్టర్ మీరు ఏం రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తుంది. సపోజ్ ఐఎమ్ రైటింగ్ క్యాపిటల్ A or B or some star or hash or any character whatever I'm writing or any emoji also, that is converted. Machine understands that character in a 8-bit code. Okay, now how to check that whether your machine, your Python version is using UTF-8 or 16? For that, you have to import this library called sys. Okay, the system library you have to import, and there is a method called sys.getDefault encoding. So what type of encoding format your Python 3.10 supports at present? You can check it by writing sys is the module name, dot method name is getDefault encoding. So you will see that the output will be UTF-8. I'll show you after running the output. Hope it is clear. Okay, now Java also supports UTF-8. Now UTF-16 has also started. Okay, now suppose I want to print Python. So how it stores in Unicode 8? In ASCII, what is the value of P? Capital A, small a is 97, right? Small b is 98. Small c is 99. Do you remember in ASCII code? Yes or no? What? Yes or no? ASCII code I'm asking.
Yes, ma'am.
Small a is 97, right? Capital A is 65. So if you will go on counting, you will get the ASCII value for P also. Okay. Now I'm talking about the ASCII value for this P is Unicode. That's why for Unicode it is written U, and this is in the table U2119. This is the Unicode value for P. Is it understood? Okay, let me show you this output first. I want to print this Python like this. So what is the way? The default encoding for Python 3 is UTF-8. At present it is using UTF-8. It may change in future also. Okay, now see, I want to print this Python like this. Can you see here? So this P is what? It is a double struct capital letter P. The output what I am getting. For that, what is the Unicode value? The Unicode value is U, capital U. U stands for Unicode, and this is the number. Okay, this is the serial number. Next, then I'm using here in the output I'm getting your Latin symbol, small letter Y. Okay, so for that, this is the Unicode. In the table, in the serial number 01B4, this character is available. Similarly, I want to display this symbol umbrella. So in the table, in the serial number 2602, this particular symbol is available. Similarly, I want to print this H. This is capital letter H in a particular format. So that is available at this Unicode 210C. Okay. Similarly, I want to print this small letter. Okay. Latin small letter O. So its Unicode is this much. If you want to print this eta, Greek letter eta, then its Unicode is like this. Okay. You need not remember, but I'm just telling that these are for every character, these are the Unicodes available. Hope it is clear. Unicode 8, UTF-8 is itself is a very big table. ASCII was a 7-bit code. So it was 0 to 2 to the power of 7. 2 to the power of 7 is how much? 2 to the power of 7 is how much? All right. Respond. How much is the value for 2 to the power of 7? Compute and tell. What is 2 to the power of 7?
128.
128.
128, 2 to the power of 7? 2 to the power of 8?
256.
256.
256, right? So UTF-8 uses 8 bits to represent one number. 8 bits means so many characters will come. It is a huge table. Okay, so this is the basic understanding of what is Unicode literals in Python. It is there for all the high-level languages. All the high-level languages suppose Unicode character set, universal character set, which is 8-bit at present. It may be 16-bit or 32-bit in future also. Okay, like IP addresses are there, IPv4 and then IPv6 and so on. So based on the number of IPs, if IPs will increase, then it may be IPv6 is there at present, it may be increased also. So like that, it is UTF. Hope it is clear. Something about universal character code I wrote. Is it understood? You have understood that there are two types of character sets programming languages follow. One is called ASCII character set, another one is called universal character set. Okay, ASCII character set is 7-bit code. Okay, sorry, yes, it is a 7-bit code, and universal character set is a 8-bit code format. Okay, now after this, next we'll go for, what's the time? 11:54. 6. Okay. Tomorrow we'll discuss more about the strings. So, and we have not discussed about the string methods, like your list tuple and the dictionary methods are there. Similarly, string methods are also there. Okay. So this is the basics about just what is a string I told, and the basic things about a string I just discussed today. Okay. Let me take the attendance, and tomorrow I'll discuss more about strings. Respond to your roll calls. Roll number 1. Roll number 1 is absent. You can unmute yourself, right? Yes, roll number 1 is absent. Roll number 2.
Present, ma'am.
3.
Present, ma'am.
Roll number 1, Ashish is there, na? Where you were sleeping?
Present.
Roll number 2.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, I'll unshare so that yeah, I can see your faces. Roll number 3.
Present, ma'am.
4.
Present, ma'am.
5.
Present, ma'am.
6.
Present, ma'am.
7.
Ma'am.
Who is 7? Show your face once. Okay, 8.
Present, ma'am.
9. Roll number 9. 9 absent. 10. 9 absent. 10. 10 is also absent. 11.
Present, ma'am.
12.
Present, ma'am.
13.
Present, ma'am.
14.
Present, ma'am.
15. 15. 16. 15, 16 absent. 17. Make it fast. Balaji is there. 18. 18.
Present, ma'am.
19. 19.
Present, ma'am.
20.
Present, ma'am.
21. Who is 20? Who is 20? Right. Somit, who is 20? I can see only 57. You are 20?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. 21.
Present, ma'am.
22. Who is 21?
Present, ma'am.
22.
Present, ma'am.
23.
Present, ma'am.
24.
Present,
Make it fast. 24. 25.
Present, ma'am.
26. 26 absent. 27.
Present, ma'am.
Who is 27?
Present.
Okay. 28.
26 present.
Present, ma'am. 28.
28 is present.
Yes, ma'am. Present.
29.
Present, ma'am.
30.
Present, ma'am.
31. I can't see.
Present, ma'am.
31. 32.
Present, ma'am.
33.
Present, ma'am.
34. 34. Who is 34? 33. Evaramma 33?
Present, ma'am.
I can't see you. 33. 34. 34 absent. 35.
Present, ma'am.
36. 36 absent. 37. 37 also absent. 38.
Present, ma'am.
39. 39 absent. 40.
I'm 36 present, ma'am.
36 present. Okay. 39. 39 absent. 40.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is 40?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Okay, 41.
Present, ma'am.
41.
Present, ma'am.
I can't see you. 42.
Present,
You
ma'am.
are a dog? Huh? No, no.
Present, ma'am.
42.
Present, ma'am.
43.
Yes, ma'am.
44.
Present, ma'am.
45. Make it
Present,
fast.
ma'am.
45. Absent 45.
Present,
46.
ma'am.
Who is 45, ma'am?
Present, ma'am.
46. 46. 47.
46 present, ma'am.
47.
Present, ma'am.
Switch on your video, otherwise I am going to give absent only.
I on, ma'am.
Okay. 48.
Present, ma'am.
49. 49. Absent. 50.
Present, ma'am.
51.
Present, ma'am.
52.
Present, ma'am.
53.
Yes, ma'am.
54.
Present, ma'am.
55. Make it fast. 55. 55 absent. 56.
Present, ma'am.
57.
Present, ma'am.
58.
Present, ma'am.
59.
Present, ma'am.
I didn't see you a single day also. 57. Show your face once. 57. 58.
Present, ma'am.
59.
Present, ma'am.
Who is 59?
Malik. Present, ma'am.
Kaushal, you didn't switch on your video also today. I'm going to give you
Present.
absent.
No, ma'am. I'm writing notes also.
Show me what you have written. Why you have switched on your video today?
I'm writing, ma'am. Wrote the notes.
Okay. 61.
Present, ma'am.
60. Who is 60? 60 is Kaushal, right? 62.
Present, ma'am.
63. 63. Absent. 64.
Present, ma'am.
65.
Ma'am.
65.
Present, ma'am.
Who is 65? I can't see you. Okay, students.
I'm here, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, students. Those who are suffering from COVID or those who have already suffered, please keep your lab reports along with the doctor certificates. You have to bring it and you have to keep it. If you have less attendance at the end of this sum, 65 to 75, that 10% can be considered based on those evidences. You need not submit me now, but at the end of the sum, okay, those who have got less attendance, they can utilize that,
ma'am.
but with proper evidence. But with proper evidence, that can be considered.
Ma'am, 31 present, ma'am.
Yes, I have given.
Yeah. Ma'am, 49 present, ma'am. 49.
Okay.
40,
So with
49,
proper
ma'am.
evidence, you keep those documents ready, and the certificate must be from a government doctor. Okay, and the lab reports, it is, you have seen in the telegram what are the valid lab reports. Those diagnostic reports also you keep it with you. Okay, so exams are from 3rd. You make your preparation well and hope you will write your first exam.
Ma'am, 49 present, ma'am. 49.
But how many times you will tell, Karan?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
I told yes.
Okay, I didn't listen, ma'am.
That is the problem. You don't listen and you don't switch on your videos also. Without seeing, I don't want to give you present. You want to make 49 as absent? Show your face once.
Ma'am, I don't have webcam is not working on my laptop computer.
I
Ma'am.
told you to purchase a webcam. It cost only 100 rupees. Not more than that. Don't tell all those excuses to me. We don't know how many days we will go for online mode. Don't tell all the excuses.
Ma'am, exam is offline only, no?
Yeah, exam is at present, it is offline only. So it is on 3rd, you have to prepare, but we have to wait for all the government decisions on 38th. If there is any kind of announcement, that we never know. So you should be prepared for the exam. Okay, that's my suggestion. Please make yourself prepared for the exam. May I know that all the subject syllabus are covered or not? Your CR or anybody can message me. So if it is not covered, then they can take like other classes and they can cover up the syllabus. So especially Python, we have completed 3 units fully. Like other subject, if it is not covered, please intimate me. I'll tell those faculty to take more classes. Okay, thank you so much. Next period faculty has joined. Students, hurry. Check once. I think somebody has joined already. I'm leaving the meeting.
Yeah, my voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Today we are going to discuss about network topologies. Is it visible to you? The PPT, is it visible to you? Anyone respond?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Today we are going to discuss graph theory and network topologies. In the previous class we discussed about reciprocity theorem. Now, so we solved problems on reciprocity theorem. Are you finished or not? Are you finished? In the previous class, I have given one numerical.
Yes.
Finished or not?
Sir, please repeat once, sir.
Which one?
Reciprocity theorem.
Reciprocity theorem. Okay. Okay, I'll repeat that. See, this is the here I have taken one network, and what is the statement of reciprocity theorem? If I interchange load and source terminals, even though I have to get the same response in the load terminals. Understood? The theorem statement is clear. The theorem statement is clear or not? Are you following or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, listen carefully. This is the last one in theorems, and today we are going to discuss about graph theory. And today almost we finish the graph theory, and tomorrow we'll start the third chapter. See here, this is my see, these are the excitation terminals. Understood? Or source terminals. Are you following or not? Listen carefully. This is my source or not? For the given
Yes, sir.
network, this is my source. And here I have to find the response, means this is my load. Understood? Here, what is the source representation? Practically, voltage source in series with a resistance. This is the complete source. Are you following or not? This is my source. And here, which is my load here? 2 ohms. 2 ohms is my load. Now the source and load terminals are clear. Are you following or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, this is my source. Okay. And this is my load. See, at the instant of starting in this circuit, these are the source terminals and these are the load terminals. So when the source is kept here, when the load is lies here, then what is my aim? I have to find current flows through this load resistance. That current is assumed as IL. So in order to find this current, what I have to do? I have to find the equivalent resistance in this. Okay. So what is the equivalent resistance? This 2 ohm and 1 ohm, these two are in series. So I have to add these two, 2 plus 1, and the resultant must be in parallel with 3 ohms. Understood? The resultant must be parallel with 3 ohms. Again, 2 ohms is in series with this resultant. So what is the total resistance for this circuit? What is the equivalent resistance of this circuit?
3.4.
Are you got the same value? Okay. After calculating equivalent resistance, here I am writing, I have to find the total current, na, IT. Where you have to calculate current IT, this I1 is nothing but IT. So here, this is IT is nothing but what V by R equivalent. So what is your applied voltage here? 10. What is the equivalent resistance here? 3.5. So how much you got total current? 2.86 amps. Are you got the same current or not? Total current 2.86. Here
Yes,
at
sir.
this, as here the total current is how much? 2.86 amps. Now the procedure is clear. How to find the total current? Is it clear? Are you got the same value?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
After calculating a total current, so what is my aim? I have to find the current flow through 2 ohms now. So this is my load resistance. Here I have to find the load current. So in order to find the load current, what I have to do? I have to apply current division rule. And here I know the total current. I have to find the current in the load terminals. So here what we have to apply? Current division rule. Apply current division rule. Apply current division rule, and you have to calculate current flows through 2 ohm resistor. So in order to find the 2 ohm current flows through the load resistance, see, this entire element is treated as the load. Understood? This entire 1 ohm and 2 ohm, sum of these two is known as the load resistance. Understood? So means 2 plus 1, it is load resistance is how much here? Actually 2 ohms is the load resistance, but here while calculating equivalent current flowing through 2 ohm resistor, I2 ohms. So what is my total current here? 2.86 amps is the total current. Total current into opposite parallel branch resistance. Here for this branch, which is the opposite parallel branch resistance, that is 3. So 2.86 into 3 by total parallel branch resistance. Total parallel branch resistance is how much here? 3 plus 3. How much you got total current flows through this load element? 1.43. Are you got the same answer or not? Are you following or not? Yeah, anyone respond?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The procedure is clear how to find the load current.
Yes,
Got it?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see, according to our theorem statement, here in the next step, what I have to do? I have to replace these source terminals. These are the source terminals now. I have to replace these source terminals with this load resistance. Understood? I have to interchange these two terminals now. Are you following or not? Yeah, respond.
Yes, sir.
See, after interchanging your terminals, so here previously 2 ohms was here. Now here the 2 ohms is shifted to source terminals. Here the source was there now, here previously 10 volts in series with 2 ohms was there. So the source is nothing but not only 10 volts. Understood? The source means 10 volts in series with 2 ohms. 10 volts in series with 2 ohms. This entire circuit is treated as the source. Are you following or not? Now the source is shifted to the load terminals. Earlier here 2 ohms resistor was there, and 2 ohm resistor is replaced with the 10 ohms, 10 volts in series with 2 ohms. Understood? And previously here 2 ohm resistor was there, that is shifted to the source terminals. This is the 2 ohm resistor. Here the source and load terminals are interchanged or not? Yeah, respond.
Yes, sir.
Got it? So after interchanging the source and load terminal, again I have to find the current flows through previously, which is the load 2 ohms, and now again which is the load here 2 ohms only. So after interchanging source and load terminals, again I have to find current flowing through the 2 ohm resistor. That is my procedure. So before finding the current through the 2 ohm resistor, what I have to do? First I have to find the R equivalent. R equivalent means what? Equivalent resistance in this circuit. This 2 ohm and 3 ohm. These two are in parallel. Okay. And 1 ohm is in series with the resultant, and this 2 ohm in series with the resultant. So what is the total resistance here? 4.2 ohms. Equivalent resistance. After interchanging source and load terminals, what happens? The equivalent resistance will be how much? 4.2. So according to Ohm's law, so what is the total current at this instant? This will be treated as the total current. So what is the total current now here? Voltage by equivalent resistance. How much you got? The total current, that would be 2.381 amps. This will be the total current. If you know the total current, then you can find the current flowing through the load terminal by applying current division rule. So by applying current division rule, you are finding the current flowing through 2 ohm resistor. Now total current is how much? 2.38. 2.38. So which is the opposite resistance for this branch? 3 ohms. 3 by. So what is the total resistance in the parallel resistance here? 2 ohm and 3 ohm. 2 plus 3. How much you got current? 1.43. Previously, how much you got current? 1.43 only. And after interchanging source and load terminals, how much you got current here? 1.43. The theorem is proved or not? The reciprocity theorem states that the response in an element after interchanging source and load terminals will be same only. Understood?
Yes, sir.
The theorem statement is clear. The response in an element, even though after interchanging source and load terminals, will be remains same only. You got the same answer, na? In the previous case, when the source was here and when the load was here, how much you got load current? 1.43. So after interchanging source, this is the load and this is the source. Here previously your source was there, that is shifted to the load, and this load is shifted to the source terminals. Even though if you calculate the current flowing through load resistance, you will get the same current. The procedure is clear. The procedure is clear or not? Yeah, anyone respond?
Yes, sir.
The theorem is proved
Yes,
or
sir.
not? Now
Yes, sir.
it is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the previous class I have given
Yes.
this question. You have to practice and you have to verify. Yesterday, some of your friends, they proved the theorem statement and they got the same answer also. You also try, you will get the solution. The procedure is same only for any circuit.
Sir, one show the previous slide, sir.
Okay. If you want, you can note down this. This is the first slide. Are you finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go for the next slide. And after interchanging source and load terminals, this will be the equivalent circuit. And check the calculation part.
Completed, sir.
Completed. So previously I have this question. I have given this question. Some of you done, and rest of the people not done, and you can try. Yeah, note down this question, and you have to apply the same procedure. Okay, you try at home. Shall we go for next topic? Shall we go for next topic?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, the next one is network topologies. Yeah. So actually, what is network topology? So first we discuss about what is a network topology. See, the network topology, it is an arrangement of various elements. So what are the elements here? Links and nodes are called as the elements of the network topology. So the network topology is arrangement of various elements of a electrical network. So the electrical network elements are what, whether it may be resistor or inductor, or whether it may be voltage source or current source. So the network topology is arrangement of various elements of electrical network such that there is no distinction between different types of physical elements of network. See, this is about a network topology. So the network topology is nothing but what? The network topology is arrangement of various elements. Understood? It is an arrangement of various elements of electrical network. So what are the electrical network elements? Whether it may be voltage or current source or resistor or inductor, so whatever may be. Understood? So the network topology is arrangement of various elements of a electrical network such that there is no distinction between different types of physical elements of a network. So why we need to learn network topologies? Understood? See, when a circuit is non-planar or complicated with a large number of nodes and closed paths, then the conventional methods like KCL, KVL, nodal analysis, mesh analysis, and this is highly difficult, and analysis of such networks can be done conveniently using network topologies. See, if a network is designed with number of nodes and a number of branches, if it is limited, then we can use KCL, KVL, and nodal and mesh analysis. Understood? The complicated circuits can be solved with the help of this network topologies. Understood? This is the importance of network topology. And where do we apply network topology? See, the network topology is used to analyze voltage and currents across various branches of an electrical circuit. Understood? So to analyze the actuating parameters like voltage and currents across various branches, we have to use this network topologies. This is about a network topology. See, in these are the various elements of network topologies. So what are that? Node, essential node, branch, loop, mesh, and graph. So these are the various elements of network topology. So we'll discuss these definitions with an example. Understood? So then you can understand very clearly. So I'll explain these terms with the examples. So here I have taken one network. So in this, so what are the loops here? So what is the first one? That is node now. So how many nodes are there in the given network? Node is nothing but what? A node is a point in a circuit where two or more circuit elements will join. Understood? A node is a point in a circuit where two or more circuit elements join. Understood? So interconnection of two or more branches is called as a node. How many nodes are there in the given circuit? You can check it. Here for this network, I have marked the node terminals with the alphabets. You can check it. So the number of branches incident to the node is the degree of its growth. So how many nodes are there in the given network? The number is assigned, the alphabets are assigned for the nodes. You can check it. The node is nothing but what? Interconnection of two or more branches is called as node. See, how many nodes are there? 7 nodes are there in the given network. So what are that? It is represented with alphabets A, B, C. If you consider A, here the two branches are meeting at this point. If you consider B, here 3 points are meeting at this junction. So this is known as interconnection of two or more branches is called as node. And this is also another node. So all the nodes are represented with alphabets. Is it clear? The definition of node is clear. Yeah, anyone respond? Next. See, and what is the next one? What is the next one? Definition. Yes, listen. What is the next one? Essential nodes. Essential node is nothing but what? Here, a node that joins 3 or more elements. That node is called as essential node. How many essential nodes are there in the given network? How many essential nodes are there? Anyone respond? What is the meaning of the essential nodes? A node that joins 3 or more elements are known as essential nodes. How many essential nodes are there? Why it is called as essential node? Yeah, anyone
So
respond?
it joins three or more elements is that's the reason it's called essential.
So how many nodes are there?
4.
4. So at B, you can check it here. 3 branches are meeting at this junction. And if you take C, and here also 3 branches are meeting at this junction. And like that, you can check it up to G. Here also 3 branches are meeting at this junction. Understood? And the next one is what? Branch. So here, how many branches are there in the given network? You can check it. How many branches are there? A branch is nothing but a single path containing one circuit element that connects one node to other and is represented by a solid line. Understood? How many branches are there in the given network? The branch is nothing but what? It meets the two junctions. Understood? The element which is connected between the two nodes is known as a branch. How many branches are there in the given network? See, the first branch is nothing but what? Here, this is treated as one branch because it is connected between the two nodes, A and C nodes. So this will be treated as one branch. And next one, R1, it is connected between A and B. So R1 is treated as another branch. And similarly, if you consider R2, it is connected between C and D terminals. So C and D nodes. So this is also known as one branch. So similarly, here between I and K, the current source will be there. So it meets the two nodes. So this will also treated as one branch. So how many branches are there in the given network? Yeah, anyone respond?
10.
10 branches are there. Now the definition of branch is clear with an example. For better understanding, I have given example. Once go through this and you can check each and every elements. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Next, loop. So loop is nothing but what? A loop is nothing but it is a closed path. A loop is a closed path. It starts at a selected node and traces a set of connected basic circuit elements and return to the original starting node without passing through any intermediate node more than once. So how many loops are there in the given network? Once check it. How many loops are there? The loop is nothing but what? It is a closed path. It starts at a selected node, traces a set of connected basic circuit elements and return to the original starting node without passing through any intermediate node more than once. So the definition is clear. The definition of loop is clear.
Yes, sir.
So now identify how many loops are there in the given network. How many loops are there?
11.
11 loops are there. Here I have given the path of the loop. You can check it. So this is my first loop. You can check it. It starts from A and it terminates at A. Understood? It is written again to the same node. You can check it. Check the path of the node. Check the path of the loop. A to B and B to H and H to I to K and K to J and J to G, G to F and F to C and C to A. Various loops in the given networks. How many possible loops are there for the given network? 11 loops are possible. Understood? Are you following or not?
Yes.
Now, mesh. So mesh is nothing but what already we discussed about mesh analysis. Now we solved many problems on mesh analysis. So what is mesh? Mesh is a special type of loop which does not contain any other loops within it. Understood? A mesh is a special type of loop which does not contain any other loops within it. Understood? So how many meshes are there in the given network?
4.
4 meshes are possible for the given network. Check the path of that meshes. If I take the first mesh, check the path of the first mesh. It starts from A to B, B to E, E to D, and D to C, C to A. See, this is the path of the first mesh. Similarly, you can check the path of the rest of 3 meshes. Understood? If I consider the last mesh, you can check the path of the mesh J to H, H to I, A to K. So the procedure is clear.
Sir?
How many meshes are there?
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
so ABGF is not a mesh because it has inside more meshes, like more loops.
Which is the
ABGF
AB.
is not a mesh because it has more loops inside, right, sir?
Yeah, that's why I have given the path of possible combinations now.
Yes.
Understood? See,
Yes,
what is
sir.
the meaning of that? A mesh is just a loop which does not contain any other loops within it. Understood?
Yes,
Got
sir.
it? Okay. Now, next we are going to discuss about a graph. So, graph is nothing but what? A graph corresponding to given network is obtained by replacing all circuit elements with lines. If in a given network, many sources will be there and many circuit elements will be there, like resistor and inductor and capacitor, like that the elements will be there in the given circuit. So what we have to do, simply we have to replace all the elements with straight lines. So that is known as a graph. Understood? And there are three more types of graphs are there. Oriented graph, general thing is, that is the first one is the basic graph, and after the oriented graph and rank cafe graph, and next we are going to discuss about planar and non-planar graph, and tree and twins and co-tree and links. The links also called as chords. See, first we are going to discuss about the basics of a graph. So there are three parts are there in that: oriented graph and rank of a graph. So first of all, what is mean by graph? A graph corresponding to a given network is obtained by replacing all circuit element with lines. Understood? If resistor is there, simply you have to draw the straight line instead of that resistor. If any inductor is there, you have to replace that inductor with a straight line. So this is a representation of a graph. Next, we will discuss with examples. Next, the rank of the graph. So what is meant by rank of the graph? If there is n nodes in a graph, then the rank of the graph is given as n minus 1. This is the rank of the graph. And oriented graph. So what is meant by oriented graph? If each of the line or branch of the graph has a reference direction, then the resulted graph is called oriented graph or directed graph. See, in the while drawing a graph, the circuit elements will be represented with lines. Na? So later we have to assign the direction for those elements. In that, how the voltage and current that is flows along with those branches. So if we have to assign the direction with an arrow mark. So after assigning the direction with arrow mark, that graph is known as oriented graph or directed graph. Understood? So without a direction, that is simply it is known as a graph. So the circuit element simply replaced with an straight lines, that is known as a graph. And after that, we have to assign arrow marks for the representation of the actuating quantity, whether voltage or current that flows in that element, we have to represent with an arrow mark. So the after assigning the arrow mark in each element in each straight line, then that graph is known as a oriented graph. Understood? And these are the steps for drawing the oriented graph. Replace all resistors, inductors and capacitor by line segments. Simply we have to replace all these elements with a straight line. Understood? Next, replace voltage source by short circuit and current source by open circuit. So while drawing a graph in a circuit, in the given actual circuit, if you find voltage source or current sources, then what we have to do? Simply we have to short circuit the voltage terminals and we have to open the current terminals and assume the directions of the branch currents and name all the nodes and branches. See, after drawing a graph, we have to assign a node and we have to assign name for all the nodes and the branches, and uh, we have to mark the arrow mark in which direction the current is flowing through that graph. That graph is known as the oriented graph. See, this is the given circuit. Understood? This is the example for to draw the graph. How to draw the graph? I will explain with an example. See, and see, this is called as a circuit. Electrical circuit is given. So for this, what I have to do? I have to draw the graph. So how to draw the graph? So what are the procedure? What is the procedure to draw the graph? If you find any voltage sources, simply we have to short those terminals. Means this terminal will be shorted, and if you find any current source in that, simply you have to open that terminals, but current sources are not there in the given circuit, only voltage source is there, so that's why I'm shorting these terminals. So we can draw this circuit with a graphical representation. So this is your equivalent circuit. See, you can see you are finding the all elements here now. This is the graphical representation of the electrical circuit. This is your given circuit, so that is represented with a graph. Understood? So first what you have to do, you have to assign a node. Here this can be here at this junction. Three branches are meeting at this junction. So this will be known as one node. And if you consider this junction here, three branches are meeting at this instant. So this is also considered as one node. And here also three branches are meeting at this junction. So this is treated as one node. And here all the branches, three branches are meeting at this junction, and this is also known as another node. So how many nodes are there in the given network? Four nodes. So first what you have to do, you have to assign the nodes. See, this is your first node, and this is your second node, and this is your third node. Understood? So here this is your fourth node, and here the 1 to 4. So I have given numbers for the nodes. How many nodes are there? 4. So this voltage source is connected between 1 and 4 now. So what I have to do while drawing a graph, the voltage source must be shorted now. So that's why these terminals will be shorted. So it is if the terminals are shorted, you will get only straight line between 1 and 4. Understood? And here you can see from 1 to 2 resistor will be there. So the resistor is simply replaced with a straight line. And from 2 to 3, one more resistor is there. The resistor is replaced with a straight line. Here inductor is there. And inductor is also that is replaced with a straight line. See, if you have any problems with your login while attending the classes, you should talk with your concerned person. So some of you are writing in the chat box regarding the attendance. So I am not responsible for that. If you are attend for the class, then only I will give the attendance. For only any one class I can consider, but some of they are requesting that they have lagging login issues, and how can I give the attendance? You have to solve that. You have to meet the concerned person, and you have to solve your problem. See, I am not responsible for the login details. Understood? Okay, right. See, this is the procedure to draw the graph. See, first assign the nodes. So this is the one, this is the first node, then this is the second node, and this is third, and this is the fourth node. Here voltage source is there, simply short circuit the terminals, and here capacitor is there. So simply I have replaced this capacitor with the straight line, and here resistor is there, simply I have replaced with one straight line. Here inductor is there between 1 and 4, 1 and 3. So it is drawn like this, and the inductor is replaced with a straight, it is a line. So this is called graph because there is no direction is not specified in that. So here you can see this is called directed graph. What is the difference between directed graph? Here we have assigned arrow mark in which direction the current is flowing on that. So the first node is what? 1. So here 1 to 2, which element is connected? Resistor. It is replaced with a straight line, and here we are assuming that the current is flowing like this. So if you assume like that, then you draw the arrow mark like this. And this is 2 to 3. In capacitor terminals, the current is flowing like this, we assume. And from 4 to 1. So here in this voltage source, this is the flow of the current we assume. Understood? So like that you have to assign the arrow mark for each branch, how the actuating parameter that flows in that. Understood? Assign the arrow mark, that's your wish. Understood? But you have to take only one arrow mark in each branch. Understood? So we can draw the same network in this way also. You can represent in a different way, not only in this format. Understood? The meaning is same only. You can draw the same graph like this also. You can draw the same graph like this also. Understood? We can draw the same circuit like this also. Understood? The procedure is clear how to draw the graph.
Yes, sir.
Understood? So now we'll discuss a few examples. How to draw the graph. I'll give the simple circuit. Okay. So this is also one of the example how to draw the graph. You can see here in the given network, one voltage source is there, one current source is there, one inductor, resistor, and capacitor, resistor. See, this is your given circuit. Understood? This is your given circuit, and what you have to do? So for the given electrical circuit, you have to draw the graph. Understood? So this is your graph. Now here you can see the resistor and voltage. It is connected. First, what is the procedure? First, you have to assign the node. Now here three branches are meeting at this junction. So this will be treated as the first node. Here also three branches are meeting. This is also treated as second node. And here also three branches are meeting. This is treated as another node. And here three branches are meeting at this junction. This is treated as node 4. So understood what is the procedure? First you have to assign the node. First draw the first node here, and this is second node, and this is your third node, and this is your fourth node. So now you can check it between 1 and 2. Which element is there? Resistor. So draw the straight line. And 2 and 3, one resistor is there. Draw a straight line. And here 2 and 3, one capacitor is there. One capacitor is there. It is represented with a straight line. Understood? And between 1 and 4, here resistor is there and voltage source is there. Voltage source must be shorted. Na? If the voltage source is shorted, the resistor will be only the element in the nodes between 1 and 4. Understood? So here between 1 and 4, resistor is there. Resistor will be treated as a straight line, and one voltage source will be there. Na? Voltage source is also shorted, so you will get the same straight line between the 1 and 4. And if you consider 3 and 4 terminals, here current source is there. Na? So as per our procedure, what I have to do, if you find any voltage source, simply you have to short those terminals, and if any current source is there, open That's terminals. So that's why 3 and 4 is left open circuited. Here current source is there now. If you find current source in the given electrical circuit, while drawing the graph, simply you have to open the terminals. Now the procedure is clear. Between 1 and 3, one more element is there, inductor. So that is represented with straight line. Understood? And assign the direction of the currents. That's your wish. Okay. Now this is called as a graph, oriented graph or directed graph. Understood? Because the direction of the flow of current is marked in the arrow marks are assigned means we know the direction of the current flow between those branches. Understood? The same directed graph we can draw like this also. That's your wish. The meaning is same only, na? The meaning is same only or not?
Yes, sir.
Understood? So there is no specific format to draw the graph. That's your wish, but you have to follow the procedure of the graph. Understood? You can represent like this and you can represent like this, but the circuit elements and node must be represented properly. Understood? The procedure is clear how to draw the graph.
Yes, sir.
Now I'll give the one electrical circuit.
Sir,
So-
time.
Type of. Okay. Okay, I'll stop here and tomorrow we'll finish second unit. The graph part is only, it will take around 2 classes, and in the next class I'll finish the graph theory and we'll start third unit. See, some of you are asking about exam pattern. You can for first year format is different from remaining years. Okay, you can check it in the website now. Go for examination section will be there. If you open home page, you can once note down, open the home page, you will find examinations. Okay, and if you click on examinations, then left side the branches will be mentioned. Understood? First year, second year, first sem, second sem, third sem, previous papers will be there. CAE and SEE, both papers will be there. So in that you can find. Understood? Okay, I'll stop here and we'll continue in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.